Okay guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to talk about a SUI airdrop that I like so much. Today we will talk about Momentum, which is a new platform on SUI where you can provide liquidity, get super big APYs, and because you are early you also have a points boost. So let me talk you over and show you the exact process of getting started on SUI and depositing your first funds. The first thing you want to do is get a wallet. I highly suggest, or not highly suggest, but I think one of the easiest ones is Slash. I will give you the link for it down below. You just log in with your Gmail, or you can do the general procedure of getting seed phases, etc. It's all up to you. Get Slash, you're ready. Next thing, I use Gas Zip, which is powered by Layer 0. So I also hit a Layer 0 transaction with Gas Zip. And what I do, I select an EVM chain, or maybe you can even select, I think, Solana. I'm not sure. Let me check. Yeah, you can also select Solana. And I bridge over to SUI. I select SUI here, I set the amount I want to bridge, I put my SUI address over here, so I go into Slash, let's unlock the wallet, and what I do is I hit the receive button, copy my address, and paste it here, okay? Super easy. Hit send, and your transaction is going to come into SUI, okay? So it's very simple to get your first funds on SUI. Finally, like I was searching like 1 hour to find what bridge I could use to get SUI tokens in SUI ecosystem. So after you do all of this, you open up the link for Momentum down below in the description, and you have two options. You can trade your SUI for USDC. Also, you are getting points for every swap you do in here. You can see your positions. So I have this position with $400 in liquidity, 84% APR. I have set a very specific range. I will tell you exactly why I have set this range. And you want to go to liquidity, you want to select the token. So you have various options. I go for SUI USDC. This is the safest ones. They have very high TVL on this one as well. You can go for other ones, but it's a little bit of a bet if it's really worth it or not. So you go to add liquidity. You can go with a single token position that's going to be automatically swapped. You want to select the range. So the range, this is very important. The smallest the range, the highest the APR. The biggest the price range, 5% for example, or 10%, the less the APR you get, but the less you will have to withdraw, swap, and rebalance your tokens. And you can of course go with a custom range, okay? So this is now the most important thing when you set this up. If you can manage this daily, then go ahead, put 5%. If you don't want to manage this daily, you need to do a bit of analysis. And that's what I'm going to do for you right now. First of all, why Momentum? Like if you open up DeFi Llama on SUI, and all of the links for SUI will be in the Crypto Airdrop Guide Excel, it's down below in the description. But if you open this up, you can see that the most applications in SUI, the big ones, have already tokenized. So they're not really farmable, and I would expect them to start bleeding their liquidity, because they have already done their airdrop. Also, Momentum is new. I think it's like 1 month old or something like that. Yeah, it's like a month old. So we're super early on this, and it gets a very decent APR, and it has a beautiful simplified UI, which I like so much. I really believe in this protocol, to be transparent, and this is a DEX. What happened with DEXs is that they get loads of fees. So if you see their fees on the 4-hour chart, it has one of the highest fees in whole SUI. That means that it could potentially have a very good valuation. And this is very important, guys. This is very important. You can see here the fees, for example, for SUI Lend, one of the very big borrow lend protocols. It's smaller than the one of Momentum. Like if you check here, it's all about DEXs. It's all about DEXs, and we can expect this to grow even more in the future. I think Momentum will be like the #1 or #2 in terms of TVL, and I think it's going to go in the top positions for revenue. Okay, so this is very important to know. It has also very high volume, even though it's just 1 month old. So I think this is going to have an amazing airdrop, especially if you consider the amount of TVL and liquidity in the platform. Okay, so I gave you the reason why we're farming this. Now I want to go ahead and talk to you a little bit about SUI. I'm not a believer in SUI. I'm not a SUI maxi. I'm a Solana maxi. You have to know that. So SUI is a token that has been pumping so much in the past year. It's super high. They unlock around 1.7% of the market cap, which is around 100 million every single month, okay? Every single month. So I expect the price of SUI to keep being in the same range that it is right now. I think it's going to be around maybe 3 to 4.5, maybe $5 at best. So the best thing you can do right now is to set that price range. So if you see my position, I have set the price range of 4.3 to 3.3 because I believe it will have mostly a downside, especially considering that right now, you can see here it has dumped like to 1.9 cents to dollars and it pumped up quite quickly. So in my opinion, we're pretty much at near all-time highs. Actually, this is done. This is not my opinion. So I don't think there's a lot of upside moving forwards. The fundamentals are not good enough for the markets. Tariffs are hitting the market right now. They're the first days that tariffs hit. There's major problems with wars, with economies around the world. So I don't see anything very, very bullish in the foreseeable future. Summer is also coming, and we know that summer is not a good period for crypto and for stocks. And we already have pumped like 30% in the past 30 days. You can see it obviously over here. Yes, we have dumped, but we're also super pumped. And in all honesty, SUI is one of the biggest runners. It's 80% up. And it's an altcoin, but not one of the major ones right now. So you have to be a little bit careful with your positions. Just what I'm trying to say, you cannot expect to go 100% up. It's not going to go to $8 anytime soon. That's all I'm saying. So I have mainly provided liquidity to also capture the downside if that happens, but you can do what you want. Momentum, I think, is one of the best platforms to farm. In terms of my TVL, I'm in the top 4,000 people. My volume is quite low, didn't do a lot of volume right now. I'm quite new to this. I'm learning along with everyone, and I'm just waiting to get points and, get higher and higher up in this ecosystem. I like this. I think this is actually the best platform that you can farm right now on SUI. And one of the things that I want you to keep in mind is that I don't expect SUI to, keep this momentum up. The biggest platforms on SUI have already tokenized, and it seems like it has peaked as an ecosystem. It has to bring a little bit of the market cap tokens out, get this high FDV, low market cap, a little bit stabilized. But I think it's going to be a very good position to have. SUI is going to grow. I don't think the price is going to grow that much, but the whole ecosystem is going to improve majorly. And I think momentum is the best thing you can farm right now on it. So if you find this interesting, drop a like, drop subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. If you want to cover any other SUI airdrop, just let me know down below in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.